Every great event begins with a vision that inspires ideas, brings people together, and create experiences that have a lasting impact.
We welcome you to the CPS podcast series where we bring you the pre event highlights from the most awaited healthcare event of the year, FISCON ACGBQ.
In this series, we'll be sitting down with people who make FISCON 2026 and ACGPQ 5.0 the leaders, the organizers, innovators, the visionaries, working tirelessly to create an unforgettable event for every participant.
I'm Mohammad Abdullah Naeem, a student of first year MBBS.
I'm Zainab Vakar, student of first year MBBS.
Today we are honored to have our Senior Vice President Iman Shahid Salim, our HR Secretary and Equity Officer Minahil Noor, and Advisor to President I'm Asif.
Before we dive into an exciting world of FISCON and ACGPQ, let's start with something many listeners might be wondering. The question goes to Dr. Iman Shahid Salim. For those hearing about FMH CPS for the first time, what does it stand for and what vision does it represent?
FMHCPS stands for Fatma Memorial Hospital and College, Physiology and Medical Research Society. The vision that it represents is hard work, teamwork, collaborations, growth, and yeah, that's
That's an inspiring vision. And it's amazing to see that how the vision has evolved through the events like FISCON over the years. Speaking of previous editions, every successful event leaves behind stories that people never forget. What is the most memorable, straight out of a movie moment you've experienced during any previous edition of FISCON?
Last year we hosted many international speakers. A day before event, on Friday, we went to Old Lahore with them, and that was a very memorable time. And we had a lot of memorable moments. Muhammad, Aisha, and I were there. Many of our other team members were also there. Taha and Isha, Sheroz. Yeah, so that was a very, a memorable time that we spent together. It was basically my and Muhammad's dream. So 4 years ago, we decided that we'll someday host an event in which we'll host people from different countries of South Asia specifically. So before Friday, I also texted him saying that tomorrow is the day when our dream is coming true, and we are hosting so many people from other countries, and we are showing them our culture, because Muhammad and I 4 years ago we decided that we'll try to show them the northern areas of Pakistan. We'll try to show them that side of Pakistan to make a better image of Pakistan in other countries. So that was basically our dream, and for me it's straight out of a movie moment.
And how does it feel that you actually got to represent Pakistan on an international stage at such a young age?
It is an amazing feel, honestly, and I'm so proud of myself, but more of that, I'm so proud of Muhammad, because without his supervision, uh, without his leadership, that was not going to be possible for us. He gave me so many opportunities, but not just to me, but to every member of this team. So I think it's a very proud moment for all of us that we are, part of such a team whose leader is so, confident, so hardworking, and who has a very strong vision.
My next question is for Minahil. Thousands of conferences take place each year, a lot of health conferences and everything. What do you think is something particular about this conference, FISCON and ACGPQ, that makes it stand out among the rest of the conferences?
I think that what stands out the most about our conference is the people behind this conference and the environment that we generally create. Because, like, there are many conferences that are hosted by many different medical colleges, right? So, what makes our conference, I'd say, memorable and sort of unique is like the friendly environment that we have created for not just the speakers but for our members as well, for other presenters as well, the observers, and everyone. No one is left out, I think. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Moving on to the next question. That's a very great perspective. Creating the kind of experience that don't happen just for chance, but it takes actually a lot of effort to create such an experience. My next question would be that why is it important for a medical student to participate in such a conference, especially talking about conferences like FISCON and ACGBQ, which is an international conference, which is rare in the scenery of Pakistan. Why do you think it is important for students to participate in them?
I think it is important because as someone in the medical field, our field is very vast and it has so many opportunities, and conferences like these is an opportunity to like explore that, because as medical officials, yeah, someone in the medical field, we want to like know what the other person think, like different perspectives, different researches, different methods, research methodologies and everything. So like, yeah, I think in this conference, that is something to experience for everyone and explore that as well.
And what is your take on the fact that some people and some students think that this is a waste of time? Like, actually, people do think, and how would you address that?
It's a matter of perspective, I think. I don't really think we can change the perspective of people who think it's a waste of time. I think people who have genuine and actual interest in our field, in research, they are able to like better enjoy it and experience it, I guess.
And especially for the fact that can it help improve a student's leadership skills and other clinical skills that another student who hasn't been known with this research develops much later in his professional life?
Yeah, most definitely. I think that there is so much to learn, and when you're actually in events and organizing team, there is so much you learn about yourself. There's so much that you learn from others, and I don't really think that I would have become this confident in the skills that I have or the person that I am becoming if it weren't for the conference and the event.
That's an amazing response. Before we dive deeper into leadership and planning, let's start with the people who matter most, our participants. Many attendees will be joining FISCON for the very first time, unsure of what to expect. So my question is to Aima. If someone is attending FISCON for the very first time, what kind of experience can they expect?
I personally believe so. Last time as an usher, FISCON is not just a conference, it's a whole experience of memories. The fact that you get to have international collaborations over there and you get to meet people from different countries from the very same field, like as Minahil mentioned, it's a very diverse field we're a part of, and every doctor supports a doctor. So you get to know about people's point of views, you see the academic sessions that are happening, the quest that is going side by side, which is a very fun activity. You do not see an international conference happening in Pakistan at all. So I guess this is the first time happening in Pakistan that we are hosting it, so it's the most fun part.
That sounds like something attendees definitely won't miss. Of course, creating an experience like that requires strong leadership and guidance behind the scenes. While some leadership roles are highly visible, others shape decisions from the background. As an advisor to the president, you've often involved in major decisions without necessarily being in the spotlight. How would you describe your role in shaping FISCON 26 and ACGPQ 5.0?
As an advisor to the president, my basic role is to provide strategies and to provide a good, safe environment so that the team works very well and the whole event takes place in the best way possible. Behind the scenes, because I get to work with the most leadership people like the president, the senior vice president, the VP and the executive council as a whole, all of those people shape it so well. And the fact that I am providing strategies, new innovation, because FISCON definitely stands for bringing a new innovation every year. So giving good ideas, giving good advices, this is how things work. And if a problem does occur, giving a good solution to it so that neither the team gets disrupted by what's happening and everything goes smooth.
That's an amazing overview.
Okay, my next question is for Iman. Okay, Iman, what has been the most challenging aspect of planning this year's FISCON conference? Because this year you're planning something bigger than ever before. What is the biggest aspect and the most challenging part of it?
The most challenging thing is, there is only one thing that is the most challenging for me: deciding the secretariat and the local cabinet. Generally, it's a huge task. If a person has worked at one post for a year and he has done an amazing work, that person expects to get a higher post next year.
Sure.
And on the higher post, we already have people who are doing an amazing thing. So we run out of posts this way. So for us, it's very difficult to decide people on specific posts, and when they have done amazing and we are not able to promote them because already there are so many people who are doing amazing on the higher post. So that's a very difficult task.
Okay, leadership is often about balancing today's challenges with tomorrow's goals. Looking ahead, everyone's involved in eager to see what the event will shape, and that brings me to the next question. If you could describe your vision for FaceCon 2026 and ACGP in just 3 words, what would your 3 words be?
3 words are very less, but yeah, lots of fun.
Okay,
Lots of fun.
lots of fun. That's a good take. Okay, moving on.
Is to Manahil Noor. FISCON involves multiple teams, speakers, activities. What has been the most challenging aspect and coordinating everything so far?
I think the most challenging aspect would be since every department and every category and committee and such, like everyone has their own priorities and everyone has their own schedule. So like maintaining all of that and like regular follow-ups and informing them this would be their venue for the meeting, this would be their timing, this person needs to be present at the moment. I think that's the most challenging aspect since everyone has their different schedules and like aligning everyone to a certain point. Yeah,
That definitely sounds like a role that involves a lot of multitasking and adaptability. So, when it comes to other questions, working with such large organization committee can be demanding. What's your approach to managing all of that?
I think my approach to managing all of that would be clear communication. I would like set up this expectation for them and I will let them know that this is my expectation of them and I want this to happen at this certain time. And yeah, like letting all the departments know this is who you have to like coordinate with, this is who you need to like get ask, and yeah, I think
That's a good response.
And how do you make people fall in line with doing the task that you've given them? Because students generally are not willing to do like go the extra mile to do such task, and you have to go there to the extra mile to perform such a big conference. How do you make people do that?
I think this is something that comes with the position, I'd say. When they hear equity officer and specifically the inspection committee, then everyone falls into
Oh,
line
yeah, scared of that, scared.
so quickly,
Scared
I'd
of
say.
that.
I have a really serious question. As an equity officer, why do you think people are scared of you?
I think it's the face, to be honest. I would genuinely say that. I don't know. You let me know.
No, you're not scary
You're
at
not
all.
scary at all. But we've heard that
A
there's
lot
a
from
thing
the
going on.
seniors. Do you actually scare people though?
I don't think so.
She does.
I don't think so.
The president backstage disagrees with you. He says you does.
He's scared of me, I think.
Okay, moving on. Since you're very young to the committee, and it's your second year, and you've reached such a high post. The question bank for you is such vast. Okay, the question would be, what has impressed you the most about this year's team and the way they have approached FaceCon and ACGPQ 5.0, like the people and their approaches to the conference and all.
If I talk about the secretariat, I would say every person, all the 17 members, especially the president, they bring such innovation to the table. They bring such encouragement, such good ideas that it makes, and the fact that they work beyond the expectations that people have from them. And you have to manage at such a post, like you just said, at such a post you have to manage both academic responsibilities as well as what's going on behind the scenes with the department and this. I guess managing all those together and even then producing such a good event is truly a remarkable thing, and every secretariat member owns this, especially what the president brings to the table is such fun. I guess the behind the scenes, the talks, the gossips, everything. It's so good.
Like, it is a big task to make an environment that is comfortable for everyone, regardless of the year they're starting in and the hierarchy of it, regardless of that. And we've seen that, and it's beautiful to see. Okay, moving on to the next question. Every large scale event faces challenges. How do you keep the challenges in place, and how do you navigate the challenges into the right position?
When you're organizing an event that is taking place on such a large scale, that is having international people come up, there are expectations that are already lining up in the back. So I guess whenever there is a challenge faced, the first most need is to have an open communication between the people that are having it. If you do not have a good communication, you cannot actually rectify the problem that is taking place. First of all, a good communication. You talk it out, you respect each other, and when the problem is solved, then I guess it's good to go. It's just good to go. I believe so.
Okay, it's a very fun question that has just come into my mind. It is, if the president called you at 2 a.m. and said we have an event crisis, what would your very first reaction be?
Why are you awake at this time?
The president has called us at 2 a.m. by the way.
I guess when you're organizing an event on such a large scale, there are no official hours of what time is not described at what time you'll work, and these are just your office hours. It's just a 24/7 job that you have to do and you have to put up to it. So I guess I'll just say, हाँ भाई काम बताओ क्या करना है.
Would you do that?
Yes, I will do that.
That's amazing dedication. So moving on to Iman. What's one thing about Iman Chahed the organizing team knows about but the participants don't?
There are a lot of things. I think the chapli kebab that my mother cooks, they are very tasty because the entire secretariat has eaten them, and all of them love them. On a serious note, I am very strict and rigid in some matters related to professionalism and attitude of the organizing team and the participants as well. And yeah, but my face, I think, doesn't portray that.
You don't look the part.
Yeah, but I am very strict at times when it comes to professionalism or it comes to unprofessional attitude.
I would just like to add that Iman Shahid is literally the heart of the society, and no one is like able to negate the statement.
The pooky person.
Okay, but a very serious question, and that would be, when are we getting the chapli kebabs?
Okay. Whenever you say, yeah,
छुट्टियों
बन
के
के
बाद.
पड़े होते हैं घर में, I'll get them.
Perfect protein, we have to complete that.
Okay. Done.
Last but not the least, what decision you've made during the preparation of FISCON 2026 and ACGPQ 5.0 that you're particularly proud of?
About ACGP 2026.
And FISCON. A decision that you've made that you're particularly proud of.
I am proud of my so many decisions, but the one thing that's coming to my mind right now is that we selected Iman Akram as the
Shout out to Iman!
internal administrative secretary, and I think that was a very difficult decision for us, not because we were in some doubt, but it was like we thought that Iman has done very amazing job being the additional secretary, and now we should try something else with her because we need her skills in some other departments as well. So we discussed a lot, and then we decided to select her as the internal administrative secretary, and I think that is a very nice decision.
It's
and I'm
great
so proud
to
of it.
see how you involved everybody and how you basically think about their positions and sort
Yeah.
of evolve them in different committees. It's really interesting.
A very serious question from Inahil. हमें बावसूख ज़राए से खबर मिली है कि the most difficult day for you is the interview day. How would you like to elaborate on that?
The interviews day. Fun fact about that, I actually had a nightmare the day before the interviews about the interviews, and Muhammad was scolding me on something I did wrong. So interviews are a very stressful time, I'd say, because there are different venues in which there are different panels, because obviously the whole secretariat cannot conduct so many applicants that are applying for their positions. So we divide them into panels, and managing every student, you go to this panel and this panel and this panel, that is a very difficult job. But I had my other HR secretary, Laiba Saeed, with me, and we handled it, I think, pretty gracefully. But yeah, the only issue I had last year with the interviews that I did not get my tea on time. So this time
That's a
Muhammad
really
and
important
Sheroz,
thing.
they
Exactly.
were really vigilant about that the
That you
HR
get the tea.
secretaries need to get their tea.
With the biscuits?
Obviously.
I feel like a tea can make or break the moment, so you need to have your energy.
Because
prior.
they knew then I'll come for them, and they didn't want that. That's it.
Moving on, I have a question for Aima. How do you feel that you're advising the most amazing, such a great personality? This is not scripted, so how do you feel about that?
मेरी सुनते ही नहीं है क्या? I guess it is just an honor to be with such a great person and to be under his leadership. because his skills are just beyond expectations, and the person he is, I'm proud that I got to be part of his secretariat, and this is like the best decision I've made so far this year. So yeah, thank you to the president, thank you to the EC and everybody who selected me. So, yeah.
What's the paycheck that you receive?
You can tell us, is there any?
Nahin.
The next question would be to Iman Api, and the question would be that people normally they just witness the grandeur of the event and they have no idea about the havoc that takes place behind the scenes. Would you like to tell us about some event behind the scenes that took place that still is a very good memory? Maybe a bad one.
Every moment in this society is a very good memory for me. And there are a lot of such moments. In our third ACGPQ, we, Muhammad, Tabana and I, we all were unable to decide the menu. We were on a call during night, and we were deciding that what our food menu should be, and what is our food budget, and how we have to manage all of that. And we literally calculated cost of every item: kheer, biryani, chicken karahi, like एक day की cost क्या निकलेगी, what would be the cost of like one dish of kheer. So we were then we'll be able to manage our budget of food for that formal dinner, and we were having that formal dinner for the first time in our journey of this event. So it was very difficult for us to decide the menu and every item of that menu according to our budget.
This feels like a Desi Shaldi moment.
Yeah, it is. One moment is every year when we do this poster unveiling ceremony. After the unveiling, there's heavy rain, heavy storm, and I don't know why we have this relation with winds and with rain and heavy storms. And every time this happens, whenever we do poster unveiling, whenever we display the flexes before event, a day before event, this happens. And it took a lot of hard work and a lot of time for the operations team, because they are managing this for more than one time, because once they are managing this before the rain, and once they are managing after the rain.
Allah ki rahmat hai, can't complain.
Yeah.
I guess at this time we should just get a premium sponsorship from the climate department, cause जब भी लाहौर में ज़्यादा गर्मी होती है, FISCON को एक event करा देना चाहिए.
And the president
बारिश हो जाएगी, सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
All में पढ़ते रहे.
the president got very great stories where he was orma farming in the rain. Yes, approved.
I would also like to add one thing. During the first ACGPQ, when I was in first year, I was the director of decor department. We displayed a flex near the admission office in our parking. वही रात को बारिश आंधी, and one of my friends who was also a member of my team, he is a hostelite. So he literally came to the college, and he looked at all the arrangements and if they're fine, and he was like कुछ और तो नहीं रहे. He called me and he was like कुछ और तो नहीं रह गया, कुछ और जहाँ पे हमने कहीं डिस्प्ले किया हो, कुछ हमने डेकोर का आइटम लगाया हो जो मैं देख लूँ, मुझे भूल ना जाए, कुछ रह ना जाए, मैं देख लूँ एक बार सब कुछ ठीक है या नहीं ठीक. So this is like every time.
And एक और सवाल जिसका, how do you deal with uncertainties like this? This is like the most uncertain thing that you cannot deal with. How do you deal with it? Because you have to.
When you have a very motivated and dedicated team, and who is very hardworking, when all the team members are very dedicated and they have prioritized the event, so it becomes very easy. Our operations team last year, when this all of this thing happened, after our first day of the event, the organizational secretary Taha, he literally came at 5 a.m. in the morning before second day of the event, before the start of the second day. He literally called the operation people from operations team, and they all managed it again. They all set all the flexes, all the posters, and the reception desk again in the morning at 5 a.m. So I think it is all because of our team, and it depends on the hard work and the dedication of the team. If you have such an amazing team, you can do anything.
Okay, I'm actually a part of operations this year. I must see it coming. Okay. Now, as we are done with a very formally informal session, let's move on to the very informal session. Okay. A rapid fire question would be asked from all three of you. You just have to answer rapidly, without thinking. Start.
Unlimited chai or unlimited biryani?
Unlimited chai.
Biryani. I don't drink tea.
Okay. Favorite spot in Pakistan to hang out?
Any northern area.
I guess Kashmir.
I think my home. मैं यहाँ नहीं रहती.
If FISCON was a reality show, what would it be called?
Big Boss.
Tamasha season 5.
I don't watch reality shows.
What is more stressful, event week or exam week?
Event week is not stressful. Event week is fun.
Days before the event, they are stressful. Event week is fun.
Exam week.
Who's the puppo of the secretariat?
President के अलावा कोई आंसर बनता नहीं है वैसे.
नाम लेंगे तो निकाल दिए जाएंगे.
Since you've mentioned the president, what character would our president be?
Shahrukh Khan.
The paycheck must be heavy.
Exactly. Obviously.
Everyone is such a gem. Puppu word has such a negative connotation. I don't think it suits in anybody.
Okay, since we have asked about the actor, what are you guys' favorite movies?
Shootout at Vidala.
Niche.
I guess Om Shanti Om.
Paycheck. The paycheck.
मैंने कल बैठ के repeat देखी है तो इस वजह से.
It's been so long since I watched a movie. movie नहीं देखी है मैंने. मैं कहाँ रह रही हूँ?
आप कहाँ रहती हैं?
One song that matches the FISCON vibe.
That song on the video of Secretariat shoot.
Hole.
Hole Hole.
It was so good. It was so good.
I agree with her.
I agree.
सही
Very
बात.
simple question, coffee or chai?
Chai.
Chai.
Neither.
दरवाजा इस तरफ.
I think I am a Coke person. Yeah, my
Coke
friends would
person.
agree with that.
Diet or simple?
Simple. Diet is like
फायदा
it's a slap. It's a slap to our face, literally. नहीं.
What's your favorite food item?
White sauce pasta.
Mama ka haath ka chili dry or fried rice.
Ramen and noodles all the way.
If the president was arrested for a crime, what would be the crime?
For being extremely professional.
Yeah.
The paycheck.
लेकिन मैं crime में patrophobia.
नहीं, I guess वो professionally rigid हो जाते होते हैं इस वजह से.
ये rest होगा for trespassing.
That's what.
What's your favorite travel destination?
Turkey.
Edinburgh.
My home. I miss my home.
Thank you so much for taking out time today. This is CPS Podcast.
And stay tuned for episode 2.